Our yard is wild. I mean that in the real definition of living or growing in the natural environment. We have no lawn. We aggressively remove and prevent invasive and noxious species of plants and ensure that what grows is native to our area and drought-resistant. The wildflowers that grow are things like lupine, blue flax, spiderwort, black-eyed Susan, and sunflowers, among others. We have natural elements like driftwood logs to retain water, and we even have an elk skull in the yard to act as a shelter for critters. There are a plethora of birds, bees, bunnies, and other wildlife. More wildlife than any yard in the area, as far as I can tell. It's beautiful and alive, but definitely not a manicured lawn with perfectly cut grass and landscaping. Last summer, we got a notice from the county that our yard was in violation of some county ordinance. My husband called the number on the notice and got a very over it employee who let out a big sigh and said he had received about 30 complaints from one person for the entire strip of road that we live on. Keep in mind, you can't batch report an area. You have to file reports house by house. So someone had the time and energy to pull up Google Maps and file a report for about 30 houses for overgrown weeds. I checked the county ordinance and made sure everything we had in our yard was in compliance. Things like purposely cultivated, which our wildflowers definitely were. We planted specific species of seeds, and we remove whatever's not native. None of the wild plants block any sidewalks, nor do they hang over onto any other properties. Now, knowing that it was someone with way too much time on their hands, I did some reading and learned that my yard has everything needed and then some to qualify as a national wildlife habitat. So I filled out the form, paid the fee, and got my certificate. My husband called the county employee back, who said, "Send me that certificate." He looked it over, thanked my husband for the new information he can use in the future, and closed our case. I now have signs on my yard that announce the property as a wildlife habitat, and the birds and bees get to keep living happily in the wild. Et T. Thank you for the overwhelming support for my little act of rebellion. I'm so happy to see how many people are excited about wild yards. Long live the bees. That said, I'm getting some real weird hate in my inbox. I don't know why this seems to have activated some negative feelings in some people. Let me clear a couple of things up. The county doesn't have HOA-style restrictions. They're pretty fast and loose with the ordinances. The certificate sign simply shows that the wildness is intentional and not just a neglected yard. It offers no legal protection, and I never claimed it did. The county employee liked that he had something to show in the event someone keeps complaining. So far, we haven't had any more issues, and it's been over a year. I don't really worry about resale value because I want to live in my house in a manner that brings me joy. I can easily reverse anything we've done if I need to sell for some reason. The house is paid off, though, so it's not likely I'll do that anytime soon. I don't feel comfortable sharing photos of my yard, and someone demanded proof I own a house. I'm really sorry. I would also want to see photos. I have just had some weird issues in the past and don't want to end up doxing myself. I'm sure most of you understand. I'm so happy you are interested in having a wild yard as well.